imagine tomorrow an angel comes down on earth, and this angel knows about existence, knows about everything, and your faith and everybody's faith. Imagine this angel comes and talks to you, and it tells you, so just so you know, you're not getting reincarnated. You're not dying forever and just stop existing, but you're gonna live this life again and again and again and again forever, for eternity. But this, here's the twist. This is the first time you're living this life. So whatever you're doing in this life is influencing, you know, all the future lives that you're gonna live. So if you throw a rock today, the next life, in this very moment, again, you will throw that rock. If you feel sad today in this life, in the next life, you're gonna feel sad today. So this is a hyperbole, I think it's called, that I write in a book, and it really changed my perspective on time and the time that I have on this earth. Having said this, if this actually happened, if you had to live this life like that, and even if you didn't have the certainty of life developing this way and you have to be reborn every time and whatever, how would you live this life? I think it's interesting to think about this because people are scared of time. I'm scared of time, and I think in today's video I wanna face that and tell you how to try to live it at your best. So, good morning. I didn't want to scare you off, I'm sorry. Anyways, so I'm taking inspiration to do this video from a video course that I watched online on time management. The thing is, the video really, the course really struck with me because it wasn't actually about time management as the, classic guru that tells you how to, manage your time in order to fit more things in your finite time, but it was in order to actually live your time in the best way possible. And I think this is really, really cool. So first of all, I want to share with you a knowledge and I think a reasoning I thought that I think might really help you, which is that time is not enough. And we have to accept that. The first step in actually living better your time is knowing that your time is finite. It's gonna finish. You don't have 1 million hours a day, you have 24, okay? And in, as an average, we have 4,000 weeks in a lifetime. So the objective is not trying to fit in this narrow space the most you can, but accept that you can't do everything that you want to do, and so choose your priorities right? What is your priority? Is it work, therefore you're gonna fit more things related to work? Is it your family, your friends, that you're gonna nourish that part of your life? One other thing that we need to remember is stop running behind efficiency and production of everything. I know that this is hard because this is we live in the, I think, peak era of production and of being useful. I made some videos about that, but we should stop running behind something like that. Also because if you have a certain amount of time, okay, and you want to be more productive, this means that you can say, okay, I want to finish the 4 tasks that I have, I want to finish them as quickly as possible. Finishing that, you will have more tasks to do, and having more tasks to do and having even more rush to finish them will bring you not to more relaxed, but to having even more task. And then after those 4 you get 8, and then after that you get 16, and then after that you get 32, and you never end, right? So instead of doing that, divide them into priorities again, and that we can talk about that too, how to find your priorities, but I think it all has to do with your values, and I talked about that in the past, but you can check out the other videos, but I think we're gonna deep dive into that. Another thing that is very, very important is that you have to live in the present. I know this is the most saturated topic of all time, but you actually do have to live in the present, because they taught us to live in the future, as in, like, for example, oh, I'm gonna be happy when I'm gonna reach that objective, or I'm gonna have more free time when I finish that task, but like, you have to start imagining your free time not as a reward or as a cool off time that you gain from like doing a lot of things before, but as one of the tasks that you have to do. Like, it is essential for you to have you time, so start putting that as a priority, and living in the present as if there's I think it's a Buddhist belief or a mantra that basically it's like, it says, for reaching true happiness, I'm just like paraphrasing here, for reaching true happiness, you have to not start desiring things that you don't have but you want to achieve. You have to start desiring things that you already have. I think it's really powerful. Like, I don't know, I already have the thing that I can wake up in the morning and look at the sun. I don't know. That is something that I look forward to. Like, I actually, for example, I'm gonna give you an example with me. I do have the possibility to, I don't know, in the evening or early in the morning, to go play basketball. Even not with friends, like with people. And I know that that is an activity that gives me energy. And it makes me feel happy and accomplished, and even if it's useless, but it still makes me happy. That is something that I already have, but I desire it so much, right? I really want it. I really want to have that moment, and I know that I can have it, and therefore when I do it, even if I expect it, even if it's not something that I achieve, I am still happy. And that's most of it, Another good advice, or at least experiment to try to do, is to not just have a to-do list, but also a not to-do list, or a no list. Learn to say no, and that's how you cut things that are not essential or that you don't want to do from your list, from your time. So it's really simple, but it's actually like quite useful. Once you find your priorities and the way you want to live your your life, your time, it is big, but like, you can start small. One other advice that this course gave me is that you basically, oh, by the way, this course is by, let me tell you, one second, Oliver Burkeman. I don't know, man. I'm sorry for butchering your name, man, but great course. Anyways, is that you're gonna have some cringe moments. For example, if you realize that your job is like really taking away all your energy and all your will to leave or whatever, and you want to start changing job, and maybe like for all your life you did like law school, and then you went to like you became a lawyer or stuff like that, and you want to start making music, try to do that, of course, like with in mind the fact that you have to survive in this society, so like you have to earn money or whatever, but like whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna be cringe for a bit, right? Like if you start YouTube, it's really cringe for me now, and it is cringe the whole time until like you actually reach results that you can tell people, oh no, like trust me, I have this result, like I achieved this thing or whatever. If you don't have that, it's kind of weird. It's gonna be cringe. It's okay. Like, I feel cringe, and I know it's cringe for you to watch me in the beginning, but I am happy that I'm achieving. Like, I'm trying to do with my time what I want to do actually, and this means a lot to me. Also, like, without even changing your whole life, like some small changes that are gonna build better habits are gonna be cringe. Like, I don't know, you have to, meditate. You realize that is really good for you, or you want to try, and that is really good for you. And in the beginning, it's gonna be cringe, even with yourself, even without sharing it with other people. Or you realize that for you, it's very recharging to start knitting and you join a club, it's gonna be cringe to admit it to yourself at first, but then you're gonna feel happier. Again, the last thing that I want to leave you with is that your free time, or like even rest right now in the society, became like productive, in the sense that like I need to go to sleep early so that tomorrow will be at rest for work, or in my free time I should do nothing, or like do something that is productive, or do nothing just because like that way I can actually like, you know, be rested for more work or more things to do, or later I have to do this thing in my like mindful calendar, and if I do nothing now, I'm gonna be happy later. But maybe doing nothing is not like what makes you happy, what gives you energy, and so doing nothing will just, you know, take away energies for you. Or if you say like, yes, but I feel useless doing nothing for like 30 minutes, and you actually do a lot of stuff, but then for your body it would be better for like, you know, to rest a bit. That's still like going against like what your body desires. And so I think it's really important to try to get your priorities straight. And again, I want to leave you with this, you know, thought of like, your life is so long, I hope so, and it's so full of things that you can do, that you can say, that you can leave. But at the same time, your time it has an end. And I'm not just talking about death, I'm talking about day and night, I'm talking about like, you know, the hours of the day, and the amount of things that you can do that. So the real time management shouldn't be like fitting, you know, all the things that you can in those hours, those days, and that life, but like trying to find a way to still do the things that you have to do, because some things like we just have to do, and at the same time like build your life, live your life as you want to. And finally, the last thing that I want to tell you is, if this, you know, hypothetical hypothetical this fake angel came to earth and told you like this reality, from tomorrow you just know that you're not gonna be like, when you're gonna die, time is not gonna stop, and at the same time you're not gonna reincarnate in something different. You're just gonna live this life again and again and again and again, but this is the first time that you're living it. How will you live it? So let me know in the comments if you want, and I'm gonna ask you to, if you feel like you like these videos and you want to see more, to subscribe and leave a comment and like. It's always really helpful for me in the beginning, even more. And yeah, thank you for coming by, and until the next one, have a beautiful day. Bye.